Let's talk about your brain and your mind. Your brain and your mind are two different things that work together. Sometimes. Let's talk about it. I call this the brain, and over here is the mind. These are two different things, right? Sometimes they work together. Most time they don't, because you have a conflict between what your brain wants comfort and your mind wants you to explore life. That's why it's an open hand. So it's constantly receiving information. So let's talk about it. This is a cell phone. This represents your brain. Okay. It's a thing. You can touch it. You can feel it. You know it's in here. Well, some of y'all don't have one, but I digress. You know, it's that you can touch it. You can feel it. It's your brain, right? There's a signal that's going to this phone. Can you touch the signal? No. But you know there's a signal. Why? Because when you look at it, you see your bars, you have a signal. That's your mind. Your mind is part of your brain. It's the signal. It's the signal that's attached to the brain. Okay. Here's where the problem comes in at. Nobody knows where that signal's coming from. Like, on your cell phone, your signal's coming from whatever carrier you have. Nobody knows where the mind gets the signal from. No one knows. They're still trying to figure that out. They don't know. There are theories, there are religious theories, there are things that try to get you to, okay, that's cool. But they're two separate things. And a lot of times, since we don't understand that they're two separate things, we say things like, what's on your mind? It's usually what your brain is thinking about. Because your brain is also a filter. Your mind may be receiving information, but your brain is filtering it out. And that's a whole other concept. Because you don't see and hear things like people be like, you hear what you want to hear. That's true. You see what you want to see. That's true. Why? Because your brain is filtering things out. If we've seen all the things that we're able to see, like what animals are able to see, you don't want that. You don't want that stress. You don't. Trust me. You don't want to see it. You don't want to be able to see in the dark or feel entities and all these other things that animals can see and feel. You don't want that stress. So the brain filters all that stuff out. That's why when you want to see things like a guy in a red shirt, you start seeing more people in a red shirt. That's because the brain was filtering out those people. The brain and the mind are two different things. If you ever get those two things to work together, that I call the zone, you'll be unstoppable. That's where I am. I'm in my zone. This mental health thing. That's my zone. I'm out.